Hot mic. It's getting hot in here. I can't sing the rest of that song. Hello, everybody, and welcome to my show. My name is Jennifer, professional psychic. I've been doing this for 20 years. Professional psychic, semi professional hot mess. um, my
A professional hot mess.
wonderful assistant co-host wing woman Erica is with us tonight because it is Wednesday. Wednesday is Woman Day because Erica's here, and Sunday is um, not Woman Day because that's when the doctor is in. So
That's right. Repping for
welcome, welcome everybody. Today is going to be a very fun and festive and enjoyable show because we are going to be having a fun meditation all about manifestation and how to have a better relationship with money. So that's going to be enjoyable and fun. I just want to let my folks on Instagram let them know that the show is live so they can come on over. By the way, if you are following me on, if you're here, you might want to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, all those fun places. I try to make videos. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. I'm just going to be honest with you. Hey everybody, it's me, Jen. I'm live on YouTube right now. The link is in the bio. Fun picker cards and all that jazz. Hey everybody, it's me, Jen. I'm live on YouTube right now. The link is in the bio. Fun picker cards and all that jazz. Okay, there we go. That is done. Let's see who comes. I see that we have somebody here tonight.
Jennifer.
Welcome to the stream, Jennifer. I'm just going to wait for some people to matriculate in and mill in and all that jazz. But we have some fun giveaways tonight, and we are going to have a good time. I'm super excited about it. I'm wearing dark lipstick, so somebody has got to be in charge of letting me know if it's on my teeth. Because if I watch this later and I find out it's on my teeth and nobody told me, I'm going to be very upset. So somebody needs to take that responsibility, whomever it shall be. But anyway, guys, welcome to the stream. It's mid. Oh, I just hit the wall. It's midweek, you guys. How has your week been going? The last time we connected was Sunday. It's been 3 days. So I just want to know how you guys are doing, what you're up to, what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how your week is going so far. I also want to talk to you guys about money and manifestation. I think that it's very common that a lot of people don't have very good relationships with money. And I think that we tend to inherit a lot of negative thoughts and feelings about money and wealth from our just environment, whether it's from your parents or whether it's from TV shows, movies, themes of music, um, things like that. I was listening to that song by Puff Daddy, I think it was yesterday, and it was like that song. Oh, what's that song? The more money we have, the more problems we have. I can't remember the song, but I can't even sing it because I would probably get copyright striked. Um, but it's like the song is like the more money we have, the more problems we have, and people are trying to take our money. And I'm like, this is not a very good positive message money song. And it's a catchy song and I love it, but it's not really, if you break down the words, it's not good. You know what song I'm talking about, Erica?
Yep.
So yeah, it's like I can't even. I don't.
The more
I more
we
money, more
see.
problems. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So that is definitely, there's a lot of just negative influence. Even parents saying like, "We don't have money for that today," or "What do you think that grows on trees?" It does grow on trees. That is what it is. It's made out of paper. Um, these days, it's electronic, which is almost even easier to manifest. So I want you guys to share with me some of your negative beliefs around money. And I want to help you guys get through that. We're going to do the meditation. The meditation is super fun and enjoyable. But I want to also just have you guys be, honest if you want to, if you feel like sharing about some of your issues, your fears, your negative thoughts around money, whatever they are. Let me know. Also, let me know, can you hear Erica? Can you hear her? And can you hear me okay? Are we okay? Are we okay? Tell us if we're okay, because
Hi, Jack.
sometimes I don't know if I'm okay. So, so we're gonna talk about money. I also want to say that a good thing to do when you're trying to bring in more money into your life is to get a journal. You guys can't see the color of this journal because it's green. So, but it is green, trust me. And my pen that I write in my journal is green as well. I like the color green, and that really screws me up with this show because everything is green screened. Um, so that is that. I wanted so if you guys feel comfortable sharing some of your financial issues, like not financial issues, don't share the tea. We're not spilling tea, but any of your negative thoughts or feelings around money, so we can talk about that. We're gonna do lots of pick a card readings. We're gonna do giveaways. We're gonna have a really good time in the show. We're gonna enjoy ourselves. It's gonna be a fun time. I thought to loosen it up a little, I'd bring out our favorite cards that we used last week on a Wednesday, just to give us something to think about. And you guessed it, my friends, it is the Love and Affirmations cards. So put on your corduroy pants, peel an orange, go out in the woods, and get sensual.
But don't get too skanky.
Don't get too sensual. Don't put on the corduroys. Don't take off the corduroys.
Oranges and corduroy.
Only unpeel the orange halfway. let's be decent. Oh my gosh.
No, I'm feeling the clothes.
These cards are hilarious. So this is just going to be our little daily affirmation for us all. Just to light I almost said listen. I'm going to give you guys all lice to lighten it up, the mood and the energy, because even though we're talking about money and money can be a scary and overwhelming thing, I want you guys to also know that like it can be a very positive, fun, thing as well. So we're gonna just do a quick little pick a card. Still waiting for some people to show up before I start the meditation. Because I would hate for people to show up in the middle of that meditation. That would be a little weird. But here we go, guys. Wait, are these cards stuck together? I was going to make a bad joke, but I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it. All right, guys. Here we go. Here we go. So, we have these 3 wonderful cards. These are going to be affirmations of love. Not only relationships, friendships, family relationships, but your relationship with yourself. So that's what this is all about. And so these cards are going to help you to develop that connection, develop that, inner being, whatever. These cards are very funny. They're very tongue-in-cheek, but it's just a fun thing to start the show off with. I like these a lot. So pick your card, pick your poison. This is deck number 1, deck number 2, and deck number 3. And again, this is just a daily message, something to help give yourself a little lift, a little boost, and a little self-love and a little guidance. So let's get going. Anybody who chose deck number 1, commitment. That is your card. I'm going to show it to you right here. This little person putting a house on another person. I guess God's giving you a house, maybe. I don't know. So it says, I willingly accept that it is safe to topple my walls and commit completely to a relationship. It might be one that's already here or one that's on the way. Either way, those walls have got to go. Without them, so God's taking away the house. He's making him homeless. I got you. Okay. So either way, those walls have got to go. Those walls have got to go. Without them, I can go further, feel freer, love bigger than ever before. Bonus, no walls mean I'll save a lot of money on picture frames. Yeah, that's true, but you'll have to spend a lot of money on tarps. So here we go. That is your card. That is your little, if you want to take a screenshot of that. I don't know if you guys can even see that properly. Maybe not. I just read it. You can just replay it. But basically what this card is telling you is that you have to be willing to commit. If you're going to have somebody in your life, whether it's a relationship, a friendship, you need to commit to them. You need to be there for them, and you need to be open and willing to do that. Obviously, this is not telling you to commit to somebody who is treating you badly or in an abusive situation, somebody who is treating you like dirt. That's not the person you want to commit to. You want to commit to yourself in that situation and get to a place where you're going to have a happier, healthier you. So, everything has to be taken kind of in context for your own life. The next one, deck number 2. Here we go, deck number 2. Humility. Ooh, deck number 2. You're being a little maybe full of yourself, deck number 2. I can relate. So, I take a deep breath and I release all of my desires to be right. Without right, what's left? A soft, palatable version of me that's willing to make mistakes, hear other people's opinions, and try doing stuff a different way. In other words, I get to take a pretty sweet, all-inclusive brain vacation. So, like I said, I can relate to this one. I think we can all relate to this one. Sometimes it's really hard. We get so caught up in wanting to be right about a situation or wanting to have things done our way that we tend to lose sight of really what's important in life. And I think this is telling you to pick your battles. And I think this is telling you to examine what goes behind the fighting that you have. Why are you always wanting to be right? Why are you always wanting to have things your way? And what maybe deep other reasons are happening because of that. And this last one, number 3, I'm a little scared to read this card. I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what direction it's going to go in, but it's curiosity. Okay. And the picture is a lock and a key. So I'm just going to say, adults, what are you guys thinking? Meeting new people, I remember what a treasure trove of opinions, interests, and stories they are. But these treasures will only be unlocked if I embrace my curiosity. So I'll be curious and you be interesting. Deal? So basically this is saying just get out of your comfort zone, get out of your shell. It's very hard right now to do lots of different things and meet new people during COVID. But I think that we have to find ways to get out of our own way, get out of our own comfort zone. And this is telling you to get out there and meet people. I don't know that you need to meet people. I mean, you can if you want to, but it could also mean, you could also take it as just getting into more learning about yourself or possibly just learning new hobbies and skills and things like that. So that's what I would take that as. You can take it however you will, but it's definitely about getting out of your comfort zone and trying new things. So, yeah. So does anybody have any comments, Erica?
We got some new people. We have Victory of Love and Junior MC3.
Ooh, Victory of Love. Welcome to the stream. Junior MC3. I feel like I know you, Junior MC3. Do I know you? I feel like I do. If I do, then hey, what's up? If I don't know you, then hey, that was awkward and I apologize.
And then Victory of Love was asking if they could have a reading, but I don't know if you want to explain that we don't do personal readings. We just do suggestions.
Yeah. Victory of Love. Yeah, I'm not answering questions and doing readings. I am doing pick-a-cards, and we're going to do a meditation soon. But if you have an idea for a pick-a-card that's like a general subject, I can do that. But I'm not answering like specific questions of people. So I'm sorry about that.
Right. So they can ask about love. They can ask about work in a pick-a-card reading, and that could be,
Yeah, definitely. You guys.
And then we have God entered the building, Hot Girl Vic, and B. But it looks like B is Sharkjaw.
Oh, okay. Well, welcome back, Sharkjaw. I'm excited you're here. God, welcome back. Sorry, I talked about you making somebody homeless in the last reading. And what
Hot
else?
Girl Vic.
Hot Girl.
Hot Girl Vic.
Hot Girl Vic.
Vic.
Okay. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, everybody. It's going to be a fun show.
Junior MC3 said it's JR from TikTok. Hello, people.
That's what I thought it was. See, I had a feeling. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, everybody. So, this show on Wednesday shows have like a theme. There's a theme, there's a meditation, there's a little bit more effort. Sunday shows are more of a chilled out vibe. We just talk about random stuff and like just, it could go in any many different directions. Last week I think we talked about the Muppets. We do pick a card readings and I do giveaways. So like it could literally go in any direction. But Sunday's a little bit more thematic. So we're talking about money, manifesting money. And so I wanted to open the floor and ask you guys what are some issues that you guys feel around money, some negative thoughts, negative vibes about money, and things that kind of, they are holding you back. The meditation that we're going to do is really going to be good in helping you improve your relationship with money. But I feel like in the meantime, anything that you guys have, I want to, help you be able to deal with. Now, I have these cards that are really interesting. They are called, what are they called? They're brand new. Divine Abundance Oracle cards. So these cards are all about your relationship with money, wealth, abundance. So what I want to do is I want to do a pick a card for you guys. Not a pick a card. I want to do something that I might have invented. I don't know if I did or not. If I didn't, I apologize. But I think I might have invented it. And I'm calling it a rapid fire astrological reading. So what we're doing is we're going to talk about the signs, and I'm going by Western astrology. So that's just what I'm going by. So we're going to talk about the signs and their relationship with money. So I'm going to do 12 different cards. They're not pick-a cards because I'm just going to be cycling through the astrology zone. But they are going to be talking about your relationship with money, what's going to happen for you, what you may need to work on. So we're just going to go through real fast with these new cards. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we're going to do our first giveaway after this reading. And then actually, you know what? Let's start the giveaway while I'm doing this reading. This way you guys can put your answers in while this reading is going on. And this way we're kind of killing two birds with one stone. I love when I have good ideas. So guys, here's what we're going to do. We are going to do our very first giveaway. You can win a 10-minute psychic reading with me. One-on-one, your psychic reading. Here are the rules. The first rule is you have to be over 18. I do not talk with children. I apologize, but that's just the way the cookie crumbles. You have to be 18. Second rule is you have to subscribe to this channel. That is just the rule. Third rule is you have to be from the United States. I'm really sorry if you're from out of the country, but there's a lot of laws and legalities around giveaways and international giveaways, and every country has its own rules, and it's complicated, and so I don't do international giveaways. Hopefully one day I'll be able to, but as of now I won't be able to. So we're gonna start off with our first giveaway of the night, and so I have, let me just, Erica knows the answer ahead of time, so she's going to let me know when we have a winner. I'm just going to make sure that I have everything done in the right order so we don't screw up with each other. So here's how we're going to do this giveaway. I have in my hand right now a stone. Whoever can tell me what color stone I have in my hand first and qualifies, meeting all of the other qualifiers, is going to win 10 minutes with me. You have to answer one at a time, but you can answer as many times as you want. So start your engines, start your guesses, and there you go. I'm going to look at the stone right now. I'm looking at it. I'm sending you my psychic vibes. Let's see how psychic you guys are, but I'm sending you this energy and this color, and I don't need to know what kind of stone it is. I just need to know what color it is. And it's only going to be a single color. I'm just letting you guys know. Ooh, I got so blurry. Okay. I would not make this hard on you guys. So it's not going to be like 3 different colors or 2 different colors. It's just going to be one color. The first person who gets it correctly is going to win 10 minutes with me. Let's begin our astrological reading. We're going to start, and this is about your money, your finances, your relationship with money, and manifesting. It's going to encompass all of that. It's rapid fire. Let's go. So we're going to start off with Aries. Aries is what we always start off with. I'm an Aries. Aries is the first sign in the zodiac. Let's begin. This is what you need to know. Okay. Sorry, just reading this real quick. So these are new cards, so I'm just getting used to them. But this divine abundance, this is telling you that you have so much potential, Aries, that you don't always acknowledge. I think sometimes you get caught up with the little things in life, like whatever's pissing you off that day, whether you're stuck in traffic, whether you're annoyed because somebody isn't paying attention to you, or whatever the case may be. You tend to focus on the small stuff. The Aries is the first sign in the zodiac, and therefore is often called the baby or the child. And so, as the baby, sometimes you can kind of, like I said, focus on the little things, not really understand your own worth, your own value, and your own magic and your magistry. So I'm encouraging you, any Aries out there, to start thinking about this, thinking about yourself on a grander scheme, thinking about the power that you possess. Start to work on this. Make your vision board if you want to, do journaling if you want to, find your path, find your guru, find your way, but like start to focus on the big picture rather than just the little picture. Next, we have our Taurus. Taurus in the house. Taurus, you guys are having a hard time. Here's what I want to say to you. This is the card I'm getting for you guys. Invite help. I'll read it to you guys. Invite the divine to pursue your... sorry, I'm legally blind. Seriously, just say, I'm finally ready, God, pursue me. So I feel like what this is saying for you also, Taurus, is that you guys get stuck in the mud. You're very stubborn and you're very resistant to change. So a lot of the negative financial mind frames that you may have gotten from your parents, may have gotten from your environment, your teachers, tons of different places that you can get these negative, thoughts from. You're holding on to them really tightly. You're holding on to your, negative opinions of yourself. The stubbornness has got to go. And so you may not be able to do this on your own. You may need to find somebody to help you, whether that's somebody that you just admire from YouTube videos, who does money manifestation things, or somebody that you want to buy a book. I can recommend a great book to you. It's called Feel Free to Prosper. But you need to kind of think about finding somebody to help you with this, to help you get out of your rut. But I definitely want to say to you that the pickle that you're in, and I feel you're in a financial pickle right now, is going to improve, but you may just need to ask for some help to get out of it. Okay. Cancer. Yes.
We got a winner.
Oh, who won?
Jennifer Leeton.
Jennifer, girl, you are on fire. Jennifer, you won the first giveaway. It was this little orange. I don't know if you guys can see it very well, but there you go. It's an orange little piggle. So that was the first stone. Don't worry, guys. We're going to have more giveaways throughout the night. So, Cancer, this is all about being in the flow. I feel like you are really good at manifestation. Just naturally, you have that gift. You are connected to the moon. The moon is so much about your subconscious desires. And sometimes that can make you a little crazy. Sometimes you have a hard time pulling yourself out of a slump. But in general, what I'm feeling for you right now is that you are finally mastering your power and your energy, and you're really ready to start creating good things, big changes in your life, big improvements in your life. This is going to be your year. This is going to be your summer. This is going to be your time, or your summer, your spring, whatever. This is your time. So Cancer, you're finally starting to pull it together, and it took a lot of work, but you're finally at a place where you need to be. Leo. What I'm getting for you is this card about worth, and I'll read it. You have been worthy to belong, to love. I'm sorry. I don't know this. I am having a hard time reading these cards, so bear with me. I'm just going to go with my own instinct. So here we go, guys. This is about you and worthiness. And I feel like you are usually really good at advocating for yourself, taking care of yourself, and getting what you need. But I feel like you've let yourself kind of go down off your throne because you've been focused on another relationship, and that relationship is not a good place for you to be in. So I feel like you're giving everything to that, and I feel like you're depleting your own energy, your own self, your own, regality, your own strength and everything. And so Leo, it's time for you to start focusing on you. It's time for you to start thinking about making yourself more of a priority. And it's funny because Leos can have the rap of being a little self-centered, but Leos are also very deep, and when they love hard, and they love completely, and they give of themselves. And I just feel like you've been giving in the wrong direction to the wrong person, and I feel like this is your wake-up call to start taking care of you. The person that you're with, I don't feel like they're respecting or appreciating what you're doing, and I feel like you need to start taking care of you, because they're not going to return the favor. Virgos, this is the sign you need to get yourself, how can I say this? This is a sign you need to confirm that what you're doing is the right thing. What you're investing in, career wise, what you're investing in emotionally for yourself. But mostly I'm getting this. It's about money. So this is about career. What you're doing, what you're investing in, whatever project you're working on, what you're trying to create, and I feel like you are definitely a creator, you is going to go out for you. It's going to go out for you. I'm sorry. It's going to go well for you. You're going to see a lot of improvements, a lot of changes. Things are going to be moving along in a really good way for you. You're at the precipice of this amazing adventure and amazing success that you're going to be going on, and I feel like it's really time for you to kind of just start to allow yourself to enjoy it a little bit, but also just feel confident in your decision. You tend to go back and forth about, like, am I doing the right thing? You are doing the right thing. Keep it up. Leo, no, I'm sorry, Leo, Libra. Sorry, guys. Libra, Libra, Libra. This card is coming up. It's expansiveness. And I feel like this is really about you. See, it's funny. I'm picking up more emotional stuff about being open and allowing people in. And it's weird because this is not really an emotional reading. It's not a romantic reading. It's more about finances and manifestation and stuff. But maybe this is about you having a hard time figuring out where you belong in the world, what you want to do, what you want to be, where you want to go. And maybe you need to partner up with somebody, help them with their dream, and that will help you find your dream. Does that make sense? Good karma. But I want to say, be willing to say yes to situations, be willing to lend a hand, be willing to be an advisor, a helper, a sounding board, whatever, for somebody else's dream, and that will help you find your own. That's what I'm kind of getting off of that. Next, we have our Scorpios. Ooh, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. You have so much energy and so much power, and you know how to like wield that power for good or bad. You have your good and your bad aspects of Scorpios. So don't come for me, Scorpios. But what I want to say to you is that sometimes you get stuck in obsessing over one thing and stuck in, like, it's funny because you're a water sign, so you should be more like flowy and stuff, but you're not. You can get very stuck in one situation. I feel like that's what's happening right now. Career wise, I don't feel like you're happy. I feel you're working just to kind of pay the bills, and I feel like you're not being appreciated or respected where you are. You're not making the money that you should be making. You're just kind of selling yourself short. I feel like you kind of fell into this job for convenience's sake. And I feel like it's time for you to think about moving. Change is scary. Moving is scary. When I say moving, I don't mean like you have to move house, but I'm saying move jobs. This is your time to kind of start to think about who you are and what you really want to be, and be willing to kind of pursue that career or go after that dream. But mostly I'm getting change jobs, find a better job, a better paying job. And this is your time to do it. This is your time. This is your space. We're in an Aries energy, and it's all about, taking action, new energy, growth, change. This is like the Aries time. This is the time to kind of make those strikes and decisions in life for Scorpio, obviously, but also for you guys. Aries is a great time to start something new. It's the beginning. It's new. It's change. It's it's a positive time for that. Next, we have our, where were we? Sagittariuses. We have our Sagittariuses, and your card is Limitless. This is a really good card to get, guys. This is a really good card. And I think that this is to remind you that even though you may be feeling a bit down right now, even though you may be feeling like a little bit at a loss, like, I don't feel like you're in a completely great place right now. Things have not been easy for you. And I feel like you've just kind of sacrificed a lot, which is not what you're used to. Not that you're not used to it, but I feel like a lot has been asked of you. I guess I want to say it like that. A lot has been asked of you. You tend to be somebody who is a leader. You tend to be somebody who takes the mantle when somebody needs to do something. Like, you're the one that will go and take care of it. And I feel like that's who you are. That's your way, and I feel like you like that, but I feel like you've been asked to deal with a lot lately, and that's been really challenging. Just know that that's temporary, that's going to get better, that you may think that you could not handle it anymore. You may think that, you're like things are not going to get better, but they are. You just have to remind yourself like how badass you are and how great you are. And I feel like listening to music is going to pump you up and get you really, really going. I feel like with you, you like to march to the beat of your own drummer. You like to create your own energy, your own opportunities, and you like to get inspired. You don't really like to follow other people. You like to do your own thing. So listen to music, do some journaling, do some artwork, whatever it is that's going to get those creative juices going, and it will help you figure out your next step, get that divine inspiration going. But just remember that you are not the sum of your situation right now, and you will be able to overcome that. Next, we have our Capricorns. Capricorns, Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. You are just really not feeling good. You need this show, Capricorn. This is your card. Sorry if you can't see it very well. It's a green card, and we're on a green screen. So here's what I want to say to you, Capricorn. I feel like you're afraid to make a change in your life. I don't feel you're happy, but I feel like you're just kind of like maintaining this like low level of depression that you're just like dealing with or coping with. It's depression, anxiety, stress. I feel you're just on a treadmill, like just going, going, going. And I feel like it's like, I want to say that you just are so focused on whatever's in front of you that you're not seeing the other opportunities. You're not seeing that there's a way out. You're not seeing that things can get better. And they absolutely can, and they absolutely will. You are just feeling trapped right now, and you need to kind of take a break. I know that that's easier said than done because I feel your schedule is like a mile a minute and you're just going, going, going. But whatever it is that you're feeling trapped in, whatever it is you're feeling, that quicksand feeling that's just taking you over, you have to kind of try your best to elevate your consciousness above that feeling of being stuck or trapped, and allow yourself to think about other opportunities. It's not an easy thing to do, but I feel like it's what you're being called to do right now, because you need to think about, you need to save yourself from the situation you're in. I don't feel like it's going in a good direction, and there are not going to be any big changes unless you kind of make them happen, and that's a lot of responsibility to put on you. But I feel like your life is just going to continue to get worse if you don't take action, if that makes sense. So next we have our Aquariuses. My Aquarius people, you are just going through a lot of stress financially. I want to say I'm really sorry if you're like dealing with unemployment, if you're dealing with just loss in general, disappointment that the career that you invested in didn't work out. That really sucks. It's a hard time for you. You gotta, what I want to say to you is, things in life are they go through seasons. So you may be in a really tough season right now. And when I say season, I don't mean like winter, spring, summer, fall. I mean like a period of time. You know what I'm saying? They always say things happen for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. And I feel like for you, this time of frustration, I feel like you're very frustrated. You like to be not in control, but you like to be in control of yourself, and you like to have a plan, and you like to have, a general idea and direction. And I feel like right now that's not happening for you. Whatever you planned on doing or whatever your ideas were, it just kind of didn't come together for you. And I feel like that sucks. It really sucks. Just know that this is temporary. It's not forever. And you don't like let this shape the rest of your life. Focus on, trying to do what you can to either adjust your dream or make changes to it. But just know that this time that you're in, this season that you're in, is temporary and will improve and get better. It's not forever. Aquarius. Wait, did I skip somebody? Is there a sign that I skipped? I feel like I skipped somebody. Maybe I just counted too many cards. Because now I have the Pisces, our Pisces people. We just left the time of Pisces. And let me tell you guys, wow. When we were just in the end of the Pisces period, all my clients were going through so much struggle. I felt bad, but everybody was getting in fights. Everybody was feeling depressed. Everybody was feeling overwhelmed. It's all this like this heavy Pisces energy, and this just moodiness and emotion was going over everybody. So you guys were all having a hard time, unfortunately. But this is about you finally standing up for yourself and finally putting your money where your mouth is and going after what you want. I feel like you love to start things and then not finish them. You'll talk yourself out of something. Like you'll be like, I want to be, I don't know, I want to start an Etsy shop. I'm going to make wreaths. It's going to be great. I'm going to have wreaths for every season. I'm going to have wreaths for baby showers. I'm going to have wreaths for all this stuff. And I'm going to have to do this. Okay, I need to find a supplier. And then I need to figure out how to put my Etsy shop together. And then that seems really hard. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. Needlepoint. I'm going to do needlepoint. I'm going to start a YouTube channel where I needlepoint. I'm going to teach tutorials and I don't feel like needle pointing. Cooking. I'm going to start a cooking blog. I mean, that's kind of what I feel you do, Pisces. And you have so many talents. It's hard. This is going to be a funny, and this is definitely like a brag for anybody that's Pisces. You have a lot of talents. You have a lot of skills. You have a lot of abilities. You have a lot of interests. So when you're so varied, it's hard because you get so many different ideas. You get so many different like thoughts that sometimes you kind of get lost, like you don't know what to do and you don't know which way to go and you get overwhelmed. So then you just don't do anything. You just sit on the couch and watch Grey's Anatomy for a while because you just can't figure it out. And so I think that you got to take this opportunity to just really focus on being a little bit more decisive and being a little bit more willing to deal with the details, the fine details of life. And I think that's what gets us all tripped up. We'll have this great idea, we'll want to do something, but then when it comes to details, we're just like, I don't feel like doing that. I'll give myself I'm not a Pisces, I'm an Aries, but I do have some Pisces energy. So when I was younger, I was like, I want to be a fashion designer. This is what I want to do. I'm going to fashion design. It's my thing. And I would be drawing tons of notebooks full of sketches. Like, yes, I'm going to have a fashion house in New York and it's going to be this. And I'm going to name it this. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to make these kind of clothes. And then the more I learned about the fashion industry, I was just like, I don't want to do that. I found out that I had to learn how to sew in order to be a fashion designer, and I was like, I do not want to sew my own things. I just want to draw a picture and say, here, make it for me. And they were like, well, you can do that when you're like famous and stuff, but like getting up in the ranks, you got to sew your own stuff. And I was like, I don't want to do that anymore. So, I'm just, whenever I give you guys criticism or to give you guys any kind of hard criticism, just know I'm not saying it like I'm high on my soapbox, like I'm so much better than you guys. I give you criticism that I personally have experienced myself, and so it's coming from a place of love, not coming from a place of judgment and like just being, thinking I'm better than you. So we're gonna do the meditation now, okay, guys? So I want you guys to just sit back, relax. This is your chance to get comfortable, put on your cozy pants, get yourself into a good zone, light a candle if you want to, get some pillows, do your thing, get comfortable and cozy, and we're going to do this fun meditation. And when we come back, we'll do more readings, and if you guys have any ideas about readings you want me to do, we will do that. So let's go. Let me find the meditation for you guys. All right, here we go. Enjoy the meditation, guys. Hello, and welcome to this evening's meditation. This meditation is going to be about manifesting money. I love these meditations because they take you to a different place in time where you can focus on building your wealth. So what I want you guys to do is get comfortable. I want you to find a comfortable position and relax and just enjoy that feeling of relaxing, being at ease. Allow yourself to breathe in and out. What we're going to do before we start this meditation is we're going to open up a grounding cord. I want to do this because I want to help you guys release your negative energy towards money. So what we're going to do is we're going to focus on the base of our spine where the root chakra lives. And the root chakra also has a lot to do with manifestation and money and, feeling stable, feeling secure. So I want you to envision that root chakra as a beautiful lotus flower. I'm sure that a lot of you have been through this with me before, but just take it step by step. I want you guys to imagine this lotus flower growing long, strong, beautiful roots that go down, down, down into the center of the earth, past the grass and the earth and the rock, and until they get to the center of the earth. And once they do, they're going to come in contact with this beautiful Mother Earth energy. And those roots are going to fan out, and they're going to dig in, and they're going to start delivering this wonderful energy right up to your root chakra. So like you would sip liquid through a straw, you're going to see this energy rising and going up the roots to nourish your beautiful root chakra and the rest of your body. It's going to pulsate through your whole body. The other thing that's good about this grounding cord is that you're also going to be releasing. So it's like a circulation as the positive earth energy makes its way around your body. You're also going to be releasing and letting go of negative energy. You'll be releasing and letting go of negative energy, influences, anything surrounding money or success. So we're just going to let that go right down the grounding cord. And if you have at any moment any negative thoughts, feelings about money or wealth or prosperity or your own deservedness, I want you to acknowledge them and then let them go right down the grounding cord. So just know that if they pop up, which they inevitably will, let them go right down the grounding cord to be transmuted and changed into positive energy. Alright guys, so I want you to close your eyes and I want you to breathe normally. And I want you to imagine yourself walking through a tunnel. There is a light at the end of this tunnel, and that light is beaming. It's bright and it's beautiful and it's beckoning. And it's calling you. You're walking through this tunnel, and this tunnel is easy to traverse. It is well lit, it is comfortable, and you're just making your way from this dark tunnel into the light. As you see the light getting closer and closer, you're going to start to see scenery as you emerge from the tunnel. You are going to be in nature. This nature could be whatever you want it to be, so just take a moment and bask in the sunlight and take in the views. You could literally be anywhere you want to be. So just take in the sights and the sounds and the smells. What do you hear? What do you see? What do you feel going on around you? This is a happy place. It is a safe space. It is comfortable. This is your space. I want you to look up at the sky, and I want you to see the beautiful sky. There's white, puffy clouds that are starting to accumulate. And these clouds are very beautiful. They're billowy, they're soft, and they're slowly starting to accumulate in the sky. You'll notice the sun is getting a little bit dimmer, and you'll notice that it's starting to drizzle. These raindrops that are falling lightly on you are silver, beautiful silver raindrops. Don't worry, even though it's silver and it's landing on you, it is not going to be harmful or hurt in any way. It feels gentle. As you see these beautiful silver raindrops falling on you, you're going to notice that they melt into your skin. The silver that represents prosperity and wealth is becoming one with you. I want you to enjoy roaming around the landscape, allowing the silver to gently fall. It's going to fall on top of your head, on your eyelashes, on your nose, on your lips. You can take your hand and hold it out and see the silver falling onto and in your hand. This silver is blessing you with financial prosperity. This silver is showing you that you are special, you are worthy and deserving of wealth and happiness and success. I want you to continue roaming around the landscape and just allow this to occur and allow your mind to flow freely. If you get a negative thought, send it down the grounding cord. Release it to be recycled and transmuted. I want you to now make your way down a path. This path is appearing in front of you. So it is a very beautiful, sweet little path, easy to walk through. And I want you to start making your way down this path. This path will lead to a body of water. That could be whatever body you want it to be. As you make your way down the path toward the body of water, you'll notice that the rain is letting up and the silver drops are stopping. When you reach the body of water and you start to get closer to it, you're going to notice that it's crystal clear. As you look toward the bottom of the water, you're going to see lots and lots of money down there, floating at the bottom. It is a shallow body, so it's easy for you to climb in. So I want you to get ready and start walking into this body of water. It's only going to go as high as your mid-calf, so there's no danger. But as you start to walk through, you're going to see all this money rise to the surface. As you make your steps, you are doing something to the floor bed of this body of water. You're making all of this money come up to the surface. These bills, these coins are coming up as you move through the water. I want you to take notice of how you feel in this moment. If you're having anything negative, just remember to send it down the grounding cord. But as you wade through all of this money as far as you can see, I want you to know that every bill, every coin that comes to the surface is coming to you because it wants to be with you. It wants to be part of your life. Believe it or not, money loves you. You may have some negative thoughts when you hear that phrase, and send them down the grounding cord. But the truth is, money does love you. Money is energy, just like anything else. And money wants to be around you. but you have to be open to it. You have to be willing. So I want you to engage with this money. I want you to pick it up. I want you to put it in your pockets. I want you to put it in a bag or a sack or a bucket, whatever you want. But as you're picking up this money and as you're engaging with it, I want you to say positive things. I want you to coax the money into your bucket or into your pockets. Allow this money to come willingly towards you. Say funny things, say cute things, say sweet things to this money. Make it fun and make it a game. I want you to really get into this exercise. If you want to, you can jump wholly in the body of water and really surround yourself with the money. Let it come up to you like a puppy who just wants to be loved. Understand that money doesn't judge. Money doesn't think about whether or not you deserve it. Money doesn't think about the mistakes you've made and the problems that you have. Money is just free, boundless energy. We tend to attract or repel it based on the way we think about ourselves. So I want you to sit and think, as the money is surrounding you, of some of the reasons why you have not let money into your life. Maybe there's negative programming from your past or mistakes you've made with money in the past, fears, and I want you to sit and think about those things now. And as they come to the surface, I want you to release them, send them down the grounding cord. See this as your chance to heal, forgive yourself, and forgive others. You're starting on a fresh, clean slate today. Alright, everybody, so I hope you guys were able to release some things that you needed to release to help unblock your pathways to financial success. Next, what I want you to do is get up out of the water. Make your way back to the shore. And as you do, I want you to notice that all of the money that is in that body of water is looking at you. It's looking at you just like a little puppy would look at you for approval. And what I want you to do is I want you to just give it a little bit of a come here, whistle, make a hand gesture, clap your hands, whatever you would do, and notice that all those bills are coming out of the water. They're coming out of the water and they're following you. They're following you. So I want you to just enjoy seeing all of this beautiful money, coins, bills, jewels, coming out of the water and following you. And you can decide how you want it to follow you. Neat, orderly lines, or just a gaggle, like a gaggle of ducks, whatever you want. But you're going to see so much money coming out of the water, following you. And I want you to make your way through the landscape and back through the tunnel. And this money is going to be following you gleefully, running along, hopping along, rolling along, however you want it. And this money is going to follow you right through that tunnel. This money is going to surround you. This money wants to be part of your life. I want you to have a good relationship with this money. See this money like an adopted dog or cat that you have to love and take care of. I want you to now just take a few cleansing breaths. Just take a moment and think about what you've done for yourself and how you've helped to unblock some of your money issues and how you've helped to foster a brand new relationship with money. Money loves you. You just have to love it back. And this money wants to be around you. Whenever you're feeling worried about money or stressed, whenever you're worried about money, I want you to remember to release those worries right down the grounding cord. And I want you to remember to envision all of the money surrounding you. On your lap, on the floor, next to you on the cushions, surrounding you, loving you, wanting to give you everything that you want. When you're ready, you can open your eyes, rest for a minute, and come back and join the show. Hey guys, welcome back. I hope that you enjoyed that meditation. I would love to know what you thought about it and how you felt about it. Let me know. But for the person who said they liked my makeup, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. That makes me feel really happy. So now that we're back, let's do another giveaway. Why not? Why not? Ooh, sorry, hit my mic so much. So we are going to do another giveaway. So for anybody who is new, who's never been here before, this is how the giveaway works. You have a chance to win a free 10-minute reading with me, one-on-one, you and me. So that sounds so weird. So what we're going to do So what we're going to do is I have a stone in my hand right here. This is my stone. It's in my hand. I need you guys to tell me what color the stone is, and the first person who guesses it correctly wins. But there's always a but. You have to be over 18. You have to be from the United States, and you have to subscribe to this channel. So them's the rules. You can answer and comment as many times as you like, but you just have to do one comment per answer and let the games begin. So I wanted to talk to you guys about the meditation a little bit while we're waiting for somebody to win that giveaway, and talk about the relationship with money and how it's good to have a fun relationship with money. Money is energy. Money is just energy. So you have to think about money as that fun energy, and you have to think about it as a friend. And so if you're always being negative to your friend, like, why aren't you here? I hate you. Your friend's not going to want to be around. If you're always
That's
complaining,
violent.
where's this? Where's my friend? Where? Your friend's not going to be around. But if you go, hey, I love you. I appreciate you. I think you're great. And it's not the worship of money. It's not about putting money above everything else and making money more important than like your friends and your family, but it's about just having a good personal relationship with money. Imagining money just being around you and loving you and wanting to be around you. Imagine money following you home like a little lost puppy that just wants your love. And the more you have that fun relationship with money, the better things will be. Imagine money jumping into your bank account, like wanting to seek you out and jump into your bank account. Imagine money, just all around you. Always say things to yourself like, money loves me. Money wants to be around me. Money enjoys being around me. I'm very fortunate. And it's hard to say these things at first, especially if right now you don't feel that way. But play with it and have fun with it, and you'll see that it will get better over time. And again, I want to say journaling is a great way to improve your finances. For those of you who don't know what journaling is, and this is my journal, I'm not going to show you what's inside because it's personal, but this is a blank page. You want to just write things about money like you already have the money. So the subconscious mind is very receptive. The conscious mind is just, it's all about creating thoughts in the moment, and it's more motivated, it's more forward thinking, forward moving decision making. It's more about creating those actions, creating those situations. Whereas the subconscious mind is about receiving. So we're always receiving messages. The shows you watch, the music you listen to, the people you hang around with, the podcast you listen to, it's all going to seep into your subconscious. So have you ever watched a movie or something and then dreamt about it a week later, or have dreams that are like random things that were from your past, and you're just like, I dreamt about somebody from second grade. I don't know why. It's because that's in your subconscious. It's in your arena. It's in your, your space. And so whatever you think about money is going to seep into your subconscious, and your subconscious mind is what creates your reality. So if subconsciously you're always feeling downtrodden and broke and poor and have that kind of mentality, I'm never going to succeed. Other people can be wealthy, but not me. That is going to keep you in that place. You want to always feel like money can come to you at any moment. Money is attainable. And, you have to have that thought process in your mind. It's not an easy thing, but you can little by little retrain your brain. You can listen to meditations like subconscious, money meditations. You can listen to, you can even create your own meditation if you want to, using your own voice. Just do some research before you do that, because you don't want to mess yourself up by saying the wrong things and screwing yourself over.
We have a winner, by the way.
Oh, who won?
You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I think that's from SpongeBob. But
Yeah.
This is the winning thing. It's green. It's a very dark green. I don't know why this shows up in the green screen, but the other green stuff does not.
I think it's darker. It's like a little bit of a different hue. Maybe it's dark enough where it doesn't mesh in.
This feels so good on your face. Oh, I love these flat stones. Anyway, I'm just having my own fun. But
I just want to welcome, what do you call it? You feeling it now, Mr. Krabs, to the show. Kids Zoo is here.
Oh,
Brianna made it to the show. She said she's sorry she was late,
but
it's never too late as long as we're on. And congratulations to you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs, for winning the second giveaway.
Mr. Krabs, you can get in contact with me right here, Psychic Jennifer Moran. I am on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, pick your choice and get in contact with me, and we will arrange your reading. So congratulations to you. Don't worry, kiddos, we have more giveaways going on. But I want to do some pick a cards, so I'm going to leave the floor to you guys to suggest some fun pick a card ideas. They don't have to be about money. They could be about anything you want. They could be about anything you guys want to talk about. But while I'm waiting for you guys to give me some suggestions, I just want to say that when you are journaling, you always want to journal from the past tense. Like, you never want to go, I'm so happy that one day I'm going to be rich and one day I'm going to live in a mansion. You don't want to do that, because it's like if you're focusing on it being in the future, that is amplifying the fact that you don't have it now. So you always want to say, I am so grateful to be living in this ball ass mansion. I love it so much. I am so grateful for my butler, Jeeves. He brings me freshly squeezed orange juice every day, and I love it. I love having my Bentley and driving around town. I'm just giving you guys examples. You could say whatever it is. But it's always like that you have it now. It's in the present. That's what tricks your subconscious mind, and your subconscious mind creates your reality. And so you'll find that things start coming to you, and you'll get opportunities. Things will just open up for you. And, you know, you want to just think about it in a really positive way, in a fun way, always thinking about it in your present tense, that kind of thing. And, you know, manifest things all the time. You don't have to just manifest like, you know, $50 million. You can manifest a cup of coffee. You can manifest, you know, different little things. You can even try manifesting a song to come on the radio. But it's always got to be like fun and easy. Whenever you're putting too much effort into it, like I've talked to clients who think like they have to sit in a room in the darkness for 3 days and go, money, please, you know, and that's not how you do it. The more you focus on it and the more you put that intensity, it almost amplifies the fact that you don't have it. It makes it more of a negative experience. It's got to be fun. It's got to be light. It's got to be enjoyable. I'll give you an example, you guys. When I was younger, when I was a youngin', I was probably 22 or 23. I don't remember how old I was, but I was like young. I'm not young anymore, guys. Actually, that's bad manifestation. I'm still young. I'm young forever. But I was younger then. And I said to myself, I don't want to work. Like, I don't want to have a job. I don't want to have a boss. I don't want to have to, like, go to work. I hated that. And I just wanted to, like, do my own thing and have my own business. And I was like, I just want to be my own boss. And at the time when I said it, when I was 22 or whatever, I didn't know, like, I had no plan of action. I didn't know how that was going to come about. But I knew in my heart that that was what I wanted. And I just had that really solid thought, like that I wanted to work for myself. I wanted to call the shots, work when I wanted to. And that's how this opportunity came through. And the funny thing about it is, it didn't even come through like directly. It wasn't like somebody knocked on my door and went, you need to be a psychic, come with me. It was basically somebody had told my a friend that she should be a psychic, and my friend didn't want to do it because she has psychic gifts. She's good, but she just didn't want to do it. And she was like, you know what, you should do it to me. And I was like, oh, okay. And I just did it, and there the rest is history. So things don't always happen in great big grand ways. Sometimes it's just saying yes to an opportunity. Sometimes it's helping a friend out. Sometimes it's just doing something for fun. You know, so many people created careers for themselves, but by just doing something fun or interesting or just kind of on a hunch. And so you just have to be in that energy of expecting good things and miracles in your life, and try to manifest different things for yourself every day on a smaller scale to get yourself used to it. And those little things can help you. So like, I'll give you some examples again. uh I had to go into a hardware, I think I might have told this story before, so if I did, please forgive me. But I had to go into a hardware store, and I am not good at hardware stores. I don't know where anything is. I don't know what I need. I forget what I needed, but the hardware store was closing in 5 minutes. I had to go in there and get whatever it was. It was like an emergency situation. So as I was walking into the hardware store, I had my hand on the doorknob. I said, okay, I need somebody to help me. I shouldn't even say the word need. I would say, I don't even think I said that word, because you never want to use words like need, want. You never want to use those words. You just want to say, you know, send me, or I have, or, you know, things that are, you know, saying that you like it's going to happen rather than the possibility of it happening. You want to use more definitive words. So I said, okay, somebody's going to help me find what I need. Somebody's going to come and help me. And that was like the thought I had going in, like that I knew somebody would come to my aid and help me. And that was the intention I set as I'm walking in the door. And as soon as I walk in the door, somebody was like, hey, can I help you? What do you need? And I was like, yes, that was exactly what I needed, got what I needed, and got out of there. So it doesn't always have to be manifesting money necessarily. And it doesn't always have to be manifesting some big miracle. You can start out by doing little things. So
Brianna said she manifested a sandwich.
Yeah, that's great. That's really good.
I know somebody, and this is a true story. They like to partake in a certain herb, if you will, and they swore up and down that every time they wanted some, they would manifest some, and they would never have to pay for it. And she was so happy. Just saying.
Just saying.
It's not,
but no,
it's not
I mean
me.
that. Yeah, sure it isn't. I'm just kidding. I know it isn't. Erica doesn't do any green stuff.
I don't do anything illegal. Okay. I have kids.
She doesn't do it.
I'm afraid to go to jail because I'm too pretty.
Exactly. Oh my God, jeez. Just for the record, I don't do anything either. But no judgment if you do.
Yeah, no judgment if you do.
No judgment if you do. I just don't do it because I don't really like the way it makes me feel. But no judgment if you do. But yeah, I mean, you can manifest stuff like that as well. You can always get lucky. When I used to go shopping at the grocery store, I used to always manifest getting a register without a line, getting a register like that they had no lines, and I would just be able to zoom through, and I'd be like, yes, did it again. And it's like a fun game you can play. You can manifest lots of things.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, just manifest lots of things. These days, the thing that I always try to manifest, if I do have to go out and go into a store or something, I try to manifest somebody holding the door open for me because I don't want to touch the door because I don't want no Rona. So I try to
because of the virus.
So I try to manifest people holding the door open, and my 9 times out of 10 times I get it. Sorry, my nose is like itching me. But, these little fun games will help you build yourself up to even bigger and better things. And so, but the trick is, don't do anything out of desperation. Don't do anything out of fear. Don't do anything out of a base of lack. You're never going to get something if you're focusing on the lack. Like, you never want to use words like debt. You never want to say, oh, I am so debt free now, because your subconscious mind just hears the word debt. You want to say, I am prosperous, I am wealthy, I am successful, I am comfortable, I am, and another thing that I want to say is, not everybody wants a $5 million mansion. Not everybody wants a Bentley. Not everybody wants a yacht. It's okay if you do. There's nothing wrong with you if you do. Go for it. Live your life. Live your dream. But some people just want to live in a nice house, and some people just want a nice, reliable car, and some people just want a simpler life. And it's important for you to be honest with yourself about what you want. Be honest with yourself. If you're focusing on what you really want from your heart, and you're focusing on it in a positive way, then you're going to have a better chance of achieving what you want. So that's
I have a question.
Yes.
I have a question, as I always do. What is the difference between, from what I understand, it's verbal versus, not verbal, but just using words versus numbers. But grabovoid manifestation, or using numbers, versus using like a manifestation or chant, versus, so you would chant a certain kind, and there were certain numbers to go with.
Yeah, well, I think there's so many different ways. I think the truth is, you have to find what works for you, and they're just different ways. It's like, how do you want to bake a cake? Do you want to put water? Do you want to put Coca-Cola? Do you want to put Sprite? Do you want to put, apple juice? I think it's all going to lead to the same place. It really just matters what is intuitively going to be the right thing for you. Like for me, I like scripting. I'm not really a chanty person. Like, there's tons of different manifestation chants. Like, I am healthy, I am wealthy, I am rich, I am that bitch. Just kidding. But
I was just singing that in my head earlier.
But I mean that could honestly work for you if you want to. Like that could work for you. But like there's tons
Oh,
of
Brianna
manifesting.
said she
Yeah.
says I got this. She says I got this, which
Yeah,
that
that's
that's
good.
really good too. I enjoy that.
That's a good
I like the
one.
idea of that.
Yeah. I got this is perfect because you're focusing on it in a very definitive way. Like I got this. You're also
And
focusing
it's
on it.
positive.
It's
Yeah.
positive, it's definitive, and it's present tense. Those are all really important. So that's a good one. Some people like to do there's tons of different ways to manifest. So there's scripting and journaling, there's making a vision board, there's doing a visualization. There's tons of different ways. There's listening to hypnosis, there's doing chants. There's tons of different ways to manifest. It really honestly matters on what you yourself feel the most connected to, and that's going to be what's going to work best for you. But I want to say one thing: if you guys do want to make a vision board, if you guys do want to do creative visualization, um always do it from that first person perspective. So if I wanted to manifest a car, for example, I'm not going to just put a picture of the whole car up there. What I would do is I would put a picture of like the dashboard of the car, whatever I'd be seeing when I'm sitting in the car, I'd be put that up so that I can have that thing of looking out the windshield, because that's how I'm going to see the car, looking out the windshield. I'd put a picture of the radio of the car because that's something else I'm going to be looking at a lot. And like if you're looking to manifest a camera, don't put like the front of the camera because how often are you going to look at that? Put the back of the camera. That's the part that you're going to be seeing the most. Always want to see things in first person perspective. If you're manifesting a trip to Hawaii, don't just think about like hula girls, but imagine yourself looking down at yourself wearing like a bikini and like walking through Hawaii and tasting the pineapple juice and get it into that. So whether you're doing vision board or creative imagination, all those things are great. Rude. I'm trying to do a show here. I don't know who's bothering me.
Is that your computer?
No, it's somebody's texting me and I don't know who it is. Oh, okay. No big deal. I'm just going to put that on mute. All right. So anyway, so you want to imagine yourself in the situation. You don't want to manifest where you're looking at yourself like, "Oh, girl, I look so good while I'm doing that hula dance. I look so great. Look at me go." That's not a good way to manifest because that is removing yourself from the situation. It's making it more of a fantasy. Whereas if you're imagining yourself doing the hula and you're like imagining looking down at your legs and that kind of thing, that's where you want to go. That's how you want to see. You want to feel the breeze on your face. You want to see the ocean coming on your legs, that kind of thing. The tide rolling in on your legs, and your feet and stuff in the ocean splashing around. That's the kind of thing that you want to focus on. So let us do a fun reading. I don't know how fun this is going to be, but we're going to do it anyway, damn it.
Do you want to do the giveaway now?
Yes, let's do the giveaway now. While we're doing this reading, we're going to do our last giveaway. So we have a stone right here. I didn't do tarot cards tonight. Usually I do tarot cards, but I just wasn't I wasn't feeling it. So I have a stone in my hand right now. This is a stone. Whoever is going to correctly guess the color of this stone is going to win 10 minutes free reading with me. You guys know the rules. I think you all do. Got to be over 18, got to be from the US, got to subscribe to this channel, and comment your answers. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about what your struggles are when it comes to manifesting. What is keeping you from being able to manifest whatever you want? And whatever you want could be a dream job, could be a healthier body, could be a new house, could be, whatever. So we're going to do what's keeping you from being able to manifest correctly. So we can use one of these two decks. We have the Healing Yourself deck, or we have the Halloween Oracle. And this is going to be about your blockages. What's blocking you? What's keeping you from creating that sense? So you guys vote on which cards you want me to use. If I don't get an answer soon, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. That is just how we go. Kia ora es. Okay, thank you. So we're probably going to be ending the show after this last reading. Sundays are a little bit of a shorter show. Wednesdays are a shorter show. Sundays are a longer show. They're 2 hours. It's a little more crazy. So, Erica
We got a
knows
winner
that.
already.
Oh, who won?
Kidzu.
Kidzu. Well, okay, that Kidzu, I know who you are.
Yes.
So congratulations, Kidzu. That is your thing. It's a purple amethyst. So you won. Congratulations. You know how to get in contact with me for your 10 minutes. All right. Did anybody vote on cards? If they didn't, I'm just going to use these because they are on top.
Mm-mm.
Okay, that's all right, you guys. So these cards are going to tell you, kind of give you a little bit of homework. That's what we're going to say. I'm going to give you 2 homework assignments, and then we're going to check in on Sunday and see how you guys did, okay? Don't freak out. It's not bad homework. It's fun homework.
I hate homework.
Shut your mouth. You're doing it. Listen.
Me too.
The first homework assignment that I want to give you guys is I want you guys to manifest unicorns. So I'm asking you all to sit here for a second and envision unicorns. Just think about unicorns surrounding you, prancing around you, however you want to do it. But just imagine unicorns. And I want you guys to actively try to manifest unicorns coming into your life. And when we talk on Sunday, I want you guys to let me know how many unicorns you saw. But see what comes into your life. Unicorns on TV, unicorns in the store, unicorns on cars, unicorns on t-shirts, unicorn stuffed animals. See what unicorns you can manifest in your life. Any unicorns that you currently own don't really count unless they're like hidden, like you're all of a sudden going through a box and like bam, there's a unicorn that you forgot you had. That counts. But like a unicorn that's like on your bed that you snuggle every night, that doesn't count. So that is your first homework assignment, is manifesting unicorns, and I want to know how many unicorns you guys see. Next, we're going to do a pick a card on what your struggles are when it comes to manifesting, what blockages you need to work on clearing, and what may be the thing that's keeping you from manifesting the life that you want to live. So this is going to be, I'm just going to tell you guys right now, hold on to your hats. Hold on to your hats. These cards are very deep, and sometimes I get a little scared when I read them because I'm like, oh my God, this just went somewhere that I did not think it would go. This is a very deep reading, so just hold on to your hats. This is not for the squeamish. This is gonna hit you in your root chakra. All right. So here we go. Also, root chakra is represented by prosperity. So if you want to stimulate your root chakra, you can wear red, you can eat red food, you can have a red light bulb, you can do lots of different meditations and stuff and yoga poses. But red is the color of the root chakra, and so that will help you with your finances. So here we go. Deck number 1, deck number 2, deck number 3. This is going to be a very in-depth reading about what is holding you back. What is the thing that's keeping you from reaching your potential? What is the thing that's keeping you from manifesting the life that you desire? Okay, so we got deck number 1, 2, and 3. You just choose the deck that's right for you. I'll hold them up again, just cause. So this is 1 over here. Sorry, this is 1. This is 2, and this is 3. Okay? Now that you've had chances to pick, we're going to go through. Deck number 1. I want to say, I feel like one of the hardest things that is keeping you from becoming more successful is that you don't have a team or like people around you that believe in you. I feel like you've had situations from a young age where people didn't really value your potential. I'm not saying they didn't love you, but I don't think that they saw your potential. I don't think they gave you the encouragement that you needed to achieve. I'm not trying to get you mad at your relatives. I'm not trying to get you mad at your friends. I think that they had issues that they had. I'm telling you now, though, this is your wake-up call. I'm here to validate you. You are amazing. You have amazing abilities. I think that you need to believe in yourself more. And so what I would encourage you to do is do some inner child work. I did a whole show about inner child work. I have inner child tarot readings and meditations. You can go to other people. You don't have to go to me, but do some inner child work. I think it would help you to release. I think that's your homework assignment, is to do some inner child work. So the cards that you got were sadness. And I feel like this sadness represents you, but it also represents the people around you growing up, the hard times that they endured, the depression they endured. They were not in a good place to really be what you needed, what any kid would need. So that was the first card. Second card is unleash your creativity. I feel like this is, that part of you that doesn't want to try because you're afraid you're not good enough. You don't have that confidence. You don't believe in yourself, and you're afraid. You're afraid of failure. You're afraid of ridicule, and you just don't feel that what you have to offer is valuable because you were never encouraged when you needed to be encouraged. And so this is me validating you. This is me saying you have what it takes. You need to start making this happen for yourself. And this last card is entrapment. And I feel like this is you, that negative voice in your head saying, you can't do it. You're too old. You don't have what it takes. You don't know what to do. You don't know how to do it. You got to really try to quiet that voice. And the way to quiet that voice, even though that voice sounds very big and scary, or may sound soft, sometimes it's soft as well, is because you need to do that inner child work. Once you work on that inner child and get that unleashed, you will be amazed at what confidence and happiness you have, and you'll be able to go forward and pursue what you want to pursue, and you won't care what anybody thinks. Also, I would encourage you to think about understanding your family, what they went through, what they were dealing with. And I don't want you to blame them or anything. I don't think that they did anything to you intentionally. I just think it was circumstantial. So I don't want you to have negative feelings towards your family or friends or anybody that was negative towards your abilities. It was more like they were going through their own stuff and they just couldn't deal. So you were just unfortunately stuck in that situation. Deck number 2. Let's see what's going on with you. Ooh, deck number 2. Deck number 2. Deck number 2. There's always one deck. Deck number 2, please don't come for me for what I'm about to say. I'm saying this from a loving place, so please don't come for me. Deck number 2. You are very much... how do I say this? I feel like often you are in other people's business. You are focused on what other people have. Are they going to do well? Are they going to succeed? Are they going to be successful? And I feel like you allow negative emotions to invade you. Like jealousy, maybe, jealousy, envy, maybe bitterness, sadness. It's like you focus outwardly on a lot of other people and what they're doing, and have jealousy and criticism and ridicule, not to their faces, inside. There's a fire burning inside of you, filled with rage and jealousy and envy. And I feel like it's like you feel like other people have so much more than you, and it pisses you off and it makes you upset. And there's a bitterness there. And I feel like secretly you kind of like it when people don't do well. Like you always feel like, oh, they have everything. Why are they so lucky? Why is it so easy for them? And when they do fail, it's like you enjoy it a little bit. Maybe that's something that you don't want to really admit or acknowledge. Maybe that's something that you do know and you feel bad about. I want to say to you, you're a human being. We are complicated individuals. We all have light and dark sides, and we all are capable of greatness and not so much greatness. And you're just in a bad state right now. You have a lot of negative energy coursing through you because this has been going on for a very long time. I want to say a couple of things. I want to say, just don't be hard on yourself. Don't beat yourself up. You're human. What you're doing is completely very natural, and a lot of people are on your boat. You're not alone on your boat. There are tons of people that are doing the same thing as you. I want to tell you to do a couple of things. One, I want you to think about what is making you enraged in life. What areas of life are you feeling uncontrollable rage in? And I want you to try to work through that rage. Do some journaling, write some anger letters. Now, you don't have to send those letters, but you may have deep-seated rage toward your parents, toward an ex, toward a boss, whoever, you need to get that rage out of you because it's festering and kind of burning you up on the inside, and it's making you not who you're intended to be. It's making you bitter and unhappy. So definitely work on that rage. The second thing I want to say to you is understand that even if somebody's life looks perfect, it doesn't mean that it's perfect. That no matter how put together somebody is, no matter how happy they are on Instagram, that is a snippet of life. It is not the true story. And, I think that when you try to compare yourself to that, like, look at me. I look put together, right? I have my makeup on, I have lipstick on, and my hair is done. I look decent, right? I look like, wow, she knows what she's doing. She's got a fancy green screen background. That is not the case. There are times when I am a complete hot mess and literally before the show, I'm scrambling to try to get stuff done and I don't even know what's going on about anything. You're seeing a snippet of time. You know what I mean? And so take a social media break. It's not easy because social media is very addictive, but take a social media break. If there's certain accounts that are pissing you off, that you know that you have a lot of negativity toward, unfollow them for a while. Start to focus on you. Really do some rage work. That's really important. Write those letters to people who you are mad at. And you could be mad at them for reasons that you feel like are illogical. Like you might have rage towards somebody who died and you're so mad at them for dying. And obviously you may think to yourself like, well, that's stupid. I'm not going to write that letter because yeah, they died. They couldn't help it. It doesn't matter. You're mad at them. You have those feelings. You may feel abandoned. You may feel hurt. You may feel, whatever, screwed over. Write those letters. You don't have to send them. You can just take those letters and rip them up and throw them in the trash or whatever you want to do. Bury them in the yard, whatever you want to do.
Well, you can
But
have like a burn party. Like
yeah,
that's what
you
I
can
always
have
tell
it.
people.
Yeah,
When
you can
you're
have,
having a hard time, get a bunch of your friends together and
exactly.
whatever the issue is, write letters and then burn it. But
Yeah,
also then
responsibly.
turn it into a positive night. Have some s'mores and some drinks and some hot
Yeah,
dogs and just talk it out and leave it there. Like promise when you leave that night that you're not going to focus on that problem
e-
anymore.
exactly.
Because you can't. There's nothing
And
you can do
that's
to make it better.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And if you don't feel comfortable and I think that's a great idea. Taking a negative and turning it into a positive, I think is great. I think coming together as a group and having a joint like burn party is a great idea. But if you don't feel comfortable, because what I'm talking to you about is emotions that are not the prettier side of humanity. It's,
Right.
some of the negative things. You might not want to say to your friend, like, I'm just full of rage and I'm really envious and I'm bitter. Like, those are hard emotions to deal with. Those are hard emotions to talk about. And so to say that to somebody may be embarrassing. It's like saying, hey, I pooped my pants. Like, that's kind of an embarrassing thing to say to somebody. You might feel comfortable saying
Yeah,
that to
but
a
you can
friend.
write that down and then burn it. No one will ever
Yeah.
see it.
Well, you're right, but some
Yeah.
people
I
might.
know what
I'm
you
just
mean
saying,
though.
if you want
Yeah.
to, you can do that as a group activity and I think it would be great. But if you don't and don't feel comfortable with that, that's okay too. Whatever is going to help you, but definitely write those letters. That is your homework assignment. And unfollow those accounts
True.
that are specifically pissing you off. And it's okay to admit that you have an issue. I forgot to show you your cards. First one is pride. This is about who you want to be and who you really feel you are. So on the outside, you try to be something that's amazing, but on the inside, you feel hollow and you don't feel like it's a pretend thing. You're trying to pretend and you got to stop doing that. You got to love yourself for who you are and stop pretending and trying to put on a show for everybody. Fill up that inside instead of working on the outside. This other thing, this dream, this card, I feel like this card is really telling me that you've got all these issues that you're trying, like, that you're kind of denying. Like, I don't have a problem, I'm totally fine. And then this other one is family and tribe. And I think that this is about you comparing yourself to others and where you fit in and where, what you have versus what they have. So that's you. Deck number 3. Sorry you had to wait, but that was a rough one. So we're gonna go to you, deck number 3. So deck number 3, here's what I feel. I think the reason that you're not able to manifest or that you kind of keep feeling stuck is because you have a big fear of change. You have a fear of success. Now, it may sound silly because who has a fear of success? Who has a fear of being successful? Who has a
A lot
fear
of
of
people.
getting money? A lot of people do. You're not alone. You may feel uncomfortable or insecure or embarrassed about that fear of success. But there are tons of people who have the same fear that you do. Your boat is not empty either. So, what I want to say to you is, your life keeps going through different cycles. See this card, this is about cycles repeating themselves. And I feel like that's what you do. You'll like start a project and then not finish it. You are very strong on self sabotage. And I feel like that's because in your past, you dealt with a lot of pleasing other people. You're a people pleaser, and you definitely developed some negative attachment, there's a word for it, attachment like disorder. So I'm not a therapist. I can't diagnose anybody. I'm just telling you kind of a general of what I'm feeling. And I think that you dealt with a lot of making other people happy as a child rather than the focus and the attention being on making the kid happy. It was about making everybody else happy. I feel like your dreams, your ideals, your things were put on the side and you were meant to sacrifice for everybody else. And I feel like that is a really hard thing to deal with as a kid. And I feel like you were complimented for being an adult or complimented for being a good kid, but like you were not allowed to be a kid. And so I feel like I hate to say this word, but I feel like your spirit was broken young. And so when your spirit is broken that young, you grow up kind of not knowing what to do or how to stick up for yourself or how to make these decisions for yourself because you're so used to everybody else making decisions and going with the flow or pleasing other people and thinking about what they need. And I feel like there's a part of you that's so afraid to break away from that pattern because we are creatures of habit and our patterns are our comforts. And even if our comforts are hurting us, they are still our comforts. I'm going to just bring up a show. No hate, no judgment on anybody. I'm overweight myself. But like if you think about a show like The 600-Pound Life, if you've ever watched that show, it's people who are in a similar situation to you. They have created this negative pattern of comforting themselves with food. And even though it's hurting them in the long run and it's such a disaster in their life, it's their comfort and they keep going in that same pattern. And I feel like you kind of do the same thing. I'm not saying with food, but I'm saying you're on this rotating pattern where you'll try to do something but then get scared. And there's a lot of self-sabotage. I want to say that you're just going through a lot. I want to say maybe it might be a good idea to think about getting some therapy or getting some help or getting somebody that you feel comfortable talking to, a counselor or somebody like that who can help you understand and navigate what you've been through and help you heal from those things. I can recommend a book to you. It's called Healing Your Emotional Self. You can get that on Amazon, Healing Your Emotional Self. And that's a good book because it talks about some of the stuff that you've been through, and it's a book where it's easy to read, easy to understand. But I feel like there's just deep-rooted issues, and I think you just need to have a really good cry. And I think that you need to know that what you've been through is hard, and it's okay to feel sad about it, and it's okay to feel overwhelmed. And I think that is the one thing that I would say is maybe think about seeking some kind of help to understand, whether it's a therapist, whether it's a book. Get started on that journey to understand what you've been through a little bit more so that you can recognize like, oh, that's why I do that. It will help you to have more control over it. What you understand, what you know, you have control over. Fear and what you don't know is just going to live as that monster under your bed. The next thing that I want to say to you is you do a lot of self-sabotage because you're not used to doing things for yourself. So your tendency is always going to be to put yourself last and put other people first. You have to learn how to start saying no. So that is one of your homework assignments, is to start saying no to people, being honest, having boundaries, and being willing to know that your boundaries are important, and saying no to somebody is a really important thing. This other card come up, it's rejection, and this is about what you've dealt with in life. It's like when I behave myself and I'm good and I give to others, then they all praise me, and when I have a human emotion or a moment or when I have a need, they all reject me. So you've grown up in this mentality, and it's hard for you to to realize that that's unhealthy and that's not how it should be. You've grown up in this dysfunctional situation. Again, I'm not trying to blame parents. This could be from an ex. It doesn't have to be from your parents. It's just what I'm feeling around you. it's just a matter of, you know, being afraid of rejection, being afraid of failure, being afraid of being alone. And you may have developed an anxious attachment style where you, when you get into a relationship, you get obsessive. You're just so wanting to make that person happy and being there for them, and, you know, obsessing over, are they cheating? Are they going to leave me? What's going to happen? This fear of abandonment. There's a lot to unpack here for you, but I think in the long run, there's a lot of like, you just don't feel like you deserve anything, and that's got to change. And this other thing, this card is about being wild and free, and kind of setting yourself free and being open to changes. And, you know, what I want to say to you is there's a lot of stuff going on. It's not an easy fix, but I feel like once you understand it better, you will be able to improve it. In the short run, I would say do these things. Think about whether you want to get therapy or start reading psychology books to understand what you've been through better so you can have control. Two, start working on boundary issues and working on saying no to people, and know that that's going to be hard for you at first, but the more you do it, the easier it'll get. And you'll find out that the more people will respect you. It's funny the way we work psychologically. The more you do for people, the more you offer them, the more you give them, the more they walk all over you. It's that give an inch, take a mile. The more you say
So
no,
true.
yeah, right? The more you say no, and the more you have boundaries, and the more that you stand up to people, the more they have respect for you. It's a very weird thing, but that's true, and you have to learn that. So work on your boundaries. And the other thing is, I want you to start to express some level of individuality. Find something that is yours for you, whether that is, you know, going and buying a sweater in a color that you love that other people don't like, or going to find a nail polish, or maybe starting to watch a show that is like your own show that you only watch by yourself. Something that is yours and yours alone, whatever that is for you, whatever that is. Find something that is yours, that your enjoyment, that you don't have to share with anybody else, that is going to be about something that you have control over, that you can enjoy, and that you can feel is about you. You know, start taking care of you. Anyway,
Right.
guys, that is, those are your blockages, those are your homework assignments. I hope that you guys, you know, take this to heart. I want to see how many unicorns you guys see. And that's pretty much it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed the show. Does anybody have any comments? Anything I need to know about?
uh, Brianna said some really good and interesting things. She said, "Fill your heart with love today. Don't play the game of time. Things that happen in the past, your mind." And that's so true because, like you were saying earlier, like the more power you give to something, the more it control it becomes over your life. So like it's a great thing to say. You know, tomorrow, you don't know what's going to happen, but today you know you're in that moment to do
Yeah.
it. Just give it your best, give it the most positive energy. And I always tell people happiness is a choice.
Yes,
So
I say that all the time.
it really is
It
like
is.
is some things you can't control, but it's the way you perceive things and accept them, including saying the word no.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. And I've
Mhm.
definitely been a thing. I picked deck 3, so I definitely relate.
Yeah.
Um, and then Brianna also said, well, Diana said love being alone, which I agree. If you love being alone by yourself and you love yourself enough to treat yourself right and respect yourself, that's the standards you'll set when you're around other people.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
saying no will be so much easier. And that's something that I go to therapy still to this day and
Yeah.
still struggle with, is saying no when I need to say no. And I've just recently took back that again because I left therapy for a while. And, with my life and the way it is, Jen knows how my life is.
Yeah,
Therapy is necessary to function. So,
it
you
is.
know,
And
that I understand completely
yeah,
about that. And then she
definitely.
also said, please be so careful with giving too much in a relationship where you get nothing back. If anyone wants to talk about these things, I do not mind, but at a decent hour. Jen knows what I've been going through. And she also said that no is such a magical word. And I
It
100%
is.
agree with Brianna on that because I, like I said, have experience with that. And not saying no when I needed to really made my life so much more harder. And I was miserable while other people were not giving a
Yeah,
crap whether or not I was miserable.
it's
So,
true. It's really, it's a sad thing, but it's true. So guys, I know that that was kind of heavy way to end the show, but I wanted to really focus a lot on our finances and our like manifestation abilities, and really bring the point home that, you know, you're the only one who is in charge of your destiny. No matter who you're around, what you've been through, in the end of the day, you're the one who's responsible for your wins and loses. And you have to kind of be willing to choose yourself, choose happiness, choose, being emotionally, mentally healthy. And that's, where you're at. And happiness is 100% a choice. You have to find a way to find the good in situations, even if it's a challenging situation. You have to find the good in things. So many times I was working on projects and they would like crash like in the middle of the project, and I would be like, mother. So but like art projects, video editing projects, so many different projects. And then like I would have to start it all over again, and like the project would turn out so much better than it originally was headed in the direction. Like the just things would come together more magically, and it's like, even though that's a pain in the neck, I kind of know that I have to see it that way so that I can make that situation the best it can be. I was locked in a lobby one time with my friend, and we're
I remember this.
100% like, it's totally a sitcom moment, like, oh my god, we're locked in the lobby, how long are we gonna be here? Like, we were literally locked in a lobby, we could not get out. And we, like, our phones were on like 30% battery, so we were like, we could literally be here like literally all night. And so we were trying to get in contact with the person who had the key to come rescue us, and like that person was asleep. So it was a little crazy, but we were, even though we had all this going on and like all these potentially problematic things that could happen, we were just like laughing and joking and like just talking about things and just passing the time. Like, we weren't like making it a big tragedy. We were just kind of like, well, it's our situation, we'll see what happens. And we were making jokes about like, if the people came into work the next day and they saw us there, what would they think? And we were just trying to have fun with the situation. And I think that you have to try to do that. You have to try to find a way to see the humor in things. Humor is so important, and it really will help you get through a lot, and find a way to see the positive aspect in things. And sometimes it's harder than others, but you may have to look a little harder. But yeah, happiness is 100% a choice. And every day you are living in hell or in heaven, on earth. And it's your choice of whether you want to live in hell, or whether you want to live in heaven, or purgatory, wherever you want to live. I'm not like necessarily religious, but it's just an example that I'm giving. And it's like, your life is, your way, the way you see it, the way you choose to see it. That's what I would say. So guys, thanks for tuning in tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope that we're all going to go out and become, really successful and wealthy, and as successful as we want to be. But I will see you guys on Sunday. I can't wait to hear how your week goes. And now that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. I will be here on Sunday. Anybody who want to give away, just get in contact with me, Psychic Jennifer Moran, on TikTok, Instagram, or Facebook. Also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and give this video a like, because it helps me out